Let's see if we can get one in today. Wow, it sounded so southern there. I'm not actually from the south. I think I troll my friends too much with southern accents, and I'm just sort of adopting one naturally. Trolling. When trolling goes wrong. Alright, we got some Echowright. This is actually good. I think somebody was asking about Echowright, so we can get a new Echowright video in. Sin of Failure, which is the only one that doesn't have stealth, so I am a-okay with that. Talos the Pusher, pretty tough with Echowright, to be honest. You don't really want to see that with Echowright. And Diligent, we don't want to get high shards. You get up to 200 shards or so with Diligent, you're going to have a very rough time. You better hope you got a lot, and I mean a lot, of health. I'd argue, or armor in this case. Armor would probably be the only way you could do it, and you need like 500 armor. Anyway, interesting starters. I'm not a fan of uninfused proclamation. I'm not really a fan of total recall. It's better than ambient charge at least. And I'm not the hugest fan of fortify. However, total recall is not too bad here because it allows us to make use of Echowright. Obviously, when you don't start with any consumables, ring 1 is hell with Echowright. You usually want to go Marsh Lord in that case, but like, so this, for example, if we didn't have total recall, we would have 0% synergy, so all you're looking at is a 2-pip, pretty bad statted champ. I mean, worse than any of... It's probably the worst start in the game, getting no consumes and these two offerings. However, we luckily have total recall, so all is not bad, and in fact, Repeater is so good that I'll just do it. Repeater is so good. Now, I still think we have a weak start. I mean, you look at the champ, 5 health, 25 damage, that's not that good, right? You look at the spells, well, Proclamation is good if we can get our echoes up and actually use it. I mean, that's pretty good damage. Other than that, not a whole lot going on here. We might be inclined to take an early game artifact, like Advanced Prototype. But at the same time, Cleansing Water is so good now, you know? Like, so much just buffs, spikes, stealth, rage, so many things that this hits on. I think I'm going to take this. This is interesting. So, Sketches actually pretty good in the Wurmkin arsenal. The only thing is, early Sketches is always going to be risky, because, like, you know, especially without Marsh Lord, like, if I'm not able to actually play stuff on the other floors, you could get pretty screwed by a Ring 2 Haster, but especially screwed by a Ring 4 Haster. You're pretty much looking at GG in that case. So I'm always scared of Sketches to start with. A little bit easier to build into past like Ring 4, I would say, or just if you have Marsh Lord, you can maybe do it. Marsh Lord can mitigate enough damage on its own. Echo Seedling, I had to imagine, is always going to be pretty good. So is Lost Luggage, though. These two artifacts are quite good. I also think with Queen's Implings, you don't really want to go Sketches. So it's between Lost Luggage and Echo Seedling. Right now, Lost Luggage doesn't get us a whole lot. Neither really does Echo Seedling, but it'd be okay. Like, I could at least just create whatever copy I want of whatever card I draw here. I think I would go Echo... let me think here. With Repeater, you might not want Echo Seedling sometimes, to be quite honest. Like, I might just do Lost Luggage. I think we're going to do Lost Luggage. Echo Seedling's very good, though, but I think with Repeater, it's like, I basically already get copies of whatever I want to. And I could see that Echo Seedling actually screwing me, because sometimes I want 2 different cards specifically. And if I'm creating copies, I've basically created deadweights at that point. Spikes could be rough. I mean, most likely, if I'm not proclamating, Echowright will die, right? I definitely see issues with spikes. Because it's like, I'd like to save the proclamations for the boss, because I really have no way to take out the boss. Echowright's not going to do it alone. I think we skip this. It's not a unit draft either, so it's not like we're throwing a big reward out the door. 75 gold's kind of just whatever. So we could control what we get back with Total Recall. I'd rather get a proclamation back with it, honestly. Otherwise, I'm just getting Echo Breaks back. Let's do this. I want to get my echoes up, though, so let's do that and that. I'll have an echo around, but at least I've killed that guy. It was a bad turn to draw Total Recall, let's put it that way. So we got a little bit of armor that will actually be pretty good. Oh, that's right, it's not infused. I thought I was actually going to be able to play this proclamation, but never mind. Let's get a few echoes here. I can probably do this. So far, Repeater has not done anything because we didn't do the Total Recall play. We'll just do this for now. Try to mitigate our damage. Hopefully we get... It's not looking great. Yeah, this is really the turn we would have wanted Proclamation. Well, that's too bad. We're just gonna do this. 6 damage versus 5 damage. Does that change anything? So 12. This gives me 13, so that does change that. Alright, we did it. That was very interesting. I didn't expect missing on the repeater there on Proclamation. I didn't think we would be able to mitigate all that, but ended up being fine. We actually probably could have took the Spikes trial too, oddly enough, but it's fine. Now I normally really would like Abounding Echoes here, but it's not the greatest with Repeater. You don't necessarily want that to be the card that keeps coming back. Like a Shelter is already infused, and that's a pretty good one to get back. I mean, that's armor every turn. I think I'll just take that. I was hoping that either of these would be infused. I'm trying to think what I'm going to take here. I mean, Hidden Passage could allow us to overstack a floor, but Ritual gives us scaling. Right now we don't have scaling other than Fortify. So is Hidden Passage or Ritual Battle going to be better? That's what I'm wondering. I think I would go Hellhorned Banner just because there is a Merchant of Steel. We would like to try to get something that has health here. Granted, most Wurmkin units just sort of do have health. The eggs are really the only things that don't, but they hatch and then they have health. Well, that's not necessarily true. The Bogfly eggs, like Bogfly egg might not, but that's just one unit. I'm trying to think if there's any other squishy Wurmkin units. Because like the other eggs hatch into units that have health. Well, the other thing is, do I have any good Merchant of Magic upgrades to make? Not necessarily. I think also Ritual's a little worse if I'm not going Merchant of Magic, because we can't really bank on getting -2 Ember upgrade, but I could always get the -1 upgrades and then this becomes better. I think overstacking might be the call. In either case. Let's do it. So what do I want? Wurmkin or this route? Because the nice thing about Merchant of Steel is even if you end up with a squishy unit, you can make it have some health. We do have shelters too, which might mean I mean, I would say Hellhorned units typically are better than Wurmkin units right now. But there's some pretty good Wurmkin ones. Even First of Kin wouldn't be bad. Because then we have a guaranteed etch pretty much every turn. What do we got coming up next? We have a Hellhorned here. Let's try to get a Wurmkin unit then. For whatever it's worth, let's check this. Ooh, holdover. Spell chain. So I don't see any super good holdover targets. You essentially already have holder with repeater. Total Recall might not actually be the best with repeater. I'm trying to think. We could keep trying to make it work, but I may remove that eventually. It's a little awkward. Okay, here's the interesting thing. So, as I said, Bog Chrysalis, you're not going to get health there, even though I love this unit. It's too risky going into Ring 2. We have a champ with 5 health. If I fight a sweeper or even the Spikes boss, that's 2 out of 3 of the bosses of Ring 2. That's a death wish. Whereas First of Kin, this guy, you know, he's a little awkward at 3 Ember and 3 Pip, but we have our overstacking, so the Pip is less of an issue. But his body's, he's got a good body and he's the etch thing, so definitely First of Kin here. And I just don't see an over. I don't see anything for holdover that I would take. Even Surge Stone with repeater is a bit of an issue. However, right now I'm not opposed to doing this. I can always remove this card later. As it stands, what it gives me is something that gives me an infusion and a pretty good amount of targeted damage every turn. So I'm going to do that. Let me see what the spell chain targets might be. It's too bad we don't have a Bounding Echoes. Bounding Echoes is like legit, but I'm actually thinking this. If I can control returning this each turn, and I bring it down to 0 Ember, that's the same as basically double stacking it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me think if there's anything else I'd rather do it on. I think I'm just going to do this. So let's bring it down. I get 2. It's actually better than double stacking it because I get 2 infusions each time. So that's pretty good. And for Purge Stone, let's get rid of 1 proclamation, I think. Actually, what if I just get rid of this? Then I have to play it though. I'm almost certain Total Recall can't be good for this deck, so let's get rid of it. Somehow I have a lot of, even though I didn't make a unit infusion, I have 40 shards. That's not the greatest, but like I said, sweeper boss, so we're prepared for sweeper boss, thankfully. Nice cleansing water, already getting some value there. So nothing really to do here. Can't play that unfortunately, but we will get it back, which is nice. And I did get an etch there. This into this. I'm going to do that because I do want that gold. And I think we just buff this guy up. He's going to be the one that kills the boss, not repeater. Like, he's got the damage. But we'll naturally be getting a lot here. These are interesting draws, to say the least. Well, we're taking some damage here. Not much we can do about that. We at least don't take the 18. I mean, we can get some etches in, I guess. And just preserve health. I'm pretty sure the stats that this First of Kin has, I can't imagine we're dying here. And that's why I think, you know, I've had some discussions with, you know, other players, streamers and whatnot. There hasn't been a whole lot of love for First of Kin, and I kind of get it, but at the same time, I think it's pretty underrated. You know, in a deck like this, I don't have to use the unit come mid to late game. It's the infusion, I get that whole etch value at no downside. It's not like the infusion is one of those increases pip or amber or reduces something else. It's a 0 downside infusion, and I can basically turn a cheaper, maybe lower pip unit into a First of Kin. Even if I don't, though, the only thing I think awkward right now in the deck is the fact that it's 3 Ember. Otherwise, it's a really good body, right? Like, it's not a bad unit on its own either. I think it's one of the more underrated units right now. I still don't think we take Bounty Echoes, you know. It sucks because it's such a good card, but really, we want Shelter to be what comes back. It's not going to be until endgame that we're getting 2 cards back a turn, and I really don't want to muddy the waters of my reform pool, so I'd really just want it to be the armor. Now, since we're not so good on pip, I would love a Fledgling Imp to give us some offensive scaling. Right now, our only offensive scaling is the Etch. But the imps just aren't going to work in this deck. We don't have the pip space for it. I could maybe take a Horn Break. It's not bad, but I don't know, maybe I will take it. It honestly wouldn't be horrible. If we can snag a 30 damage upgrade, this would be a good target for it. So we'll take it for now. Wish it was infused, but you know, can't win them all. Let's take a look at what the upgrades are here. Endless, it's probably not too good on anything we can find. So like Railbeater, for example, or even Horned Warrior. Problem is right now I need a tank. First of Kin kind of fills that role. Railbeater could also fill that role. Horned Warrior couldn't, but Horned Warrior has Multistrike, which is nice. I'm inclined to take the Railbeater. My thinking is Horned Warrior, if I draw it turn 1, it's not in a good position. I can't get it in the front, but if I draw either Kin or Railbeater turn 1, either one can serve as a frontliner. And my game plan could be to infuse Kin into Railbeater. Then I got a 1 Ember 2 pip unit that still can serve as a frontliner, but kind of the same thing as First of Kin. Will basically get a bunch of damage. I'm only missing out on 20 initial damage, which, as far as endgame is concerned, I think the melee weakness will overcome that, especially if I find a Multistrike on it. I think either way a Railbeater wouldn't be bad. But let's try to get some good upgrades here. Okay, Multistrike. Now we got a tough decision, to be honest. Like, Multistrike just straight up on First of Kin is good. But it's obviously probably better on Railbeater. Not for this ring, though. For this ring, since I don't have First of Kin infused into Railbeater yet, Railbeater isn't really going to do much in Ring 3. It basically does 30 damage, and then in some cases, depending on where he's positioned, you might get some extra follow-up melee weakness damage. It's not a bad deal necessarily. I just don't know if it's enough to get us through, but it depends on if we really want to commit to making Railbeater have that infusion. I think we do, honestly. I think either way he's going to be the... I think he'll be better than First of Kin. Let's commit to it. We should just purge a card here, I think. Yeah, maybe a Steward. I wouldn't be opposed to doing this just for 25 gold too, even though we're going to infuse it. Just give us a little bit of help for this ring. I don't think we take that. I could probably... I don't actually have good targets here for anything. I guess what I could do is throw away... Since I have this Horn Break, what if I throw away that Echo Break for now? Just because I actually don't want to end the deck, but I don't want to pay to remove it. I think that's fine. Alright, let's fight Pusher. Another nice thing about Railbeater is if I'm getting pushed around, like... Eventually I'll probably lose Echowright, but then I got two pretty tanky units that I can use. If there a way that I could... Okay, let's do this. So, damn, I can't play... I really wish I didn't draw Kin at the opener here. This is another reason, though, why I think Railbeater will be better. It's just pretty awkward to get that 3 Ember out. Would it be completely insane to not play First of Kin? I think it would. I think we gotta play him. So... does mean I'm gonna have to frontline with Echowright. Hopefully we can get enough armor on it for when the follow-up happens. We're good. But it's not gonna be easy. We definitely have to, like, really focus on this. So I'm even gonna just do this. Like, I need every little bit of armor I can get. On Echowright specifically. Alright, this should help. And then let's, yeah, keep up with this game plan. I really just need to keep doing this. Alright, you're back for the second push. As long as I survive this, which, at 40 armor, yeah. Spoiler alert, I will survive that. We're good. And then Proclamate. Let's see, 25. I might as well bring one of these up right now. Actually, that... Okay, well, I fucked that up. I didn't factor in that Echowright would be in the back when that happened. Either way, I don't think it changes much here. I could put you down. Maybe there's a world where I'm able to get you up in time. We'll see. I think there is. Either way, I've scaled my armor up enough. This is one of those cases where the rare... You know, it's rare for my decks, but in this one, a good... Maybe for the sake of my Pyre health, I actually don't want to do this here, this turn. 5 damage. Well, I think this is fine. I can do that. But maybe I do this one here after doing this. Darn. No hidden passage. I guess I must have already cycled through it. Oh well. Let's do that, that. And we definitely got this. So, First of Kin, again, it gets you through those Ring 2, Ring 3 fights. It could get you through 4 as well. Oh, that's so sad not to capitalize on either of these. Transcendimp, man, if I would have took any... I mean, it's not out of the question that I still take Transcendimp. Here's my thought there. I could infuse Queen Impling into it. Put it on Endless. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's pretty damn good, to be honest. I'm actually gonna do that. So, right? I don't have... I miss out on potentially the crazy armor that I'm getting for a few turns if I do this Kinhost play. Nice thing that Kinhost adds is it gives me I don't know that I do Kinhost. My thought is I just infuse, so I have the temple here, I can infuse my kin into Railbeater, which already has Multistrike. And then I just Hellvent that. I gotta think that's the play. So this is probably a skip. And then here. Now this is interesting. I don't think we need draw. And because I have the hidden passage, I don't necessarily need Pip, though. Let me think. Is it just Ember that I want? I don't know that I even need that. I mean, if let's say this is on Endless, this obviously is pseudo Endless. That's 2 Ember a turn. I'm only left with 1 Ember to do anything else, but do I need... Right now, do I have much else to do? Not really. You know? So maybe Ember's out of the question. Would it just be draw then? I kind of feel like it would just be draw. Let's just do that for now. Draw will never be bad. And I gotta think we're doing this route. Make sure there's not a better infusion. Damn, I'm so tempted to take this Bog Crystallis. It'll only eat up a few turns of good shelter procs. It will hatch soon with the 5 shell. I won't really be able to find any infusions for it other than maybe I end up with, yeah, just every imp. The only imps that show up now are Transcendimp, and like I wouldn't really want Endless on it. I mean, maybe Endless could work, but I'll quickly have the whole floor stacked up, so I don't really know if I like that. I don't know that I need this. I think I just stick with what I got. So let's do... We know we're doing this, so let's do this. I'll have 2 of these things gaining etch. Ooh, -2. Let's Hellvent this before I forget. 80 shards, it's pretty high. I could do that. I think that's probably worth it. I could remove the other one, maybe. Alright, that's good. Could also pivot to Marshallord, to be quite honest. Nah, I think we stick with Repeater. I want 2. The 3rd rank of Repeater is so good. It's like... I don't know. I could see Pip for my... not even. We may end up going mid-floor, I guess is what I'm trying to say for Divinity, but even then I don't need Pip, because my dudes are only 2 Pip. Multistrike. That's rough, setting up top against these guys with Multistrike, but I think we have so much armor that we can do this. Okay, we know we do that for sure. Question is, what else do we do? We obviously wait on that. Sucks to draw this in the opener. Now we're not going to really get our double Railbeater thing going. I imagine we just do this and this. just start getting this going. But man, I really do need to, if I put him down, he's just gonna die, so I don't know. I'd rather have him live, like... Oops. I guess this is fine. We can just keep this guy's armor up. It'll be a meat shield, and we can do this for now. Try to get some damage in. But it's not looking great. We're not drawing proc when we need it. Like Proclamation. We get the crappy one. Oh, I'm actually killing them. I'm surprised. I guess 75 damage in the back is pretty good. So let's keep doing this. I guess there's no point in that, is there? No point in not doing it, though. Yeah, we're just not going to get double Railbeater this fight. That's a consideration for an extra pip upgrade then, I'd say. Even if I'm setting up top not against Divinity, at least I don't have to rely on it for the other fights. This is the wave I'm a bit worried about. I should have hidden passage this guy last turn. I wasn't even thinking straight. I can at least do that. I should do it after... Actually, this is a not too bad of a Transcendimp turn. I should have put the armor on this Transcendimp, but... I guess that wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Let's do this... This... That... Okay, we're killing them. I think I can put him down now. If there's any luck, I can get a hidden passage and get him back up. Pretty sure we're killing them at the amount of armor we have. I mean, look at how much armor we have. Damn, man. Doesn't want me to make that play. Well, doesn't want me to. Doesn't want me to. Let's do this, that, that. Just gotta show this guy what we had cooking, you know. Yeah, you weren't gonna get me, man. I didn't take any damage there. That's not bad. His return soul. I gotta think this is what I'm wanting, though. Flat AoE. Could be awkward to play it too, but we could. Then it gives me this. I could see reasons for Imp in a Box, honestly. I gotta think Inferno's too good, though. Solves a lot of my issues. Kind of, in a way, that's maybe the best one I wanted on this, because it doesn't become a priority removal then, because it's not a deadweight anymore. Now it's a bone dog. It is now a bone dog. What do I want here? Extra multi-strike, quick... Endless on Transcendimp. I think I see a lot of good stuff over here. Potentials. We of course get the only one I listed off that we didn't want, but I'll re-roll and get something that we want. Quick is probably the one I want least. I want Endless or Multistrike the most, just to let you know when I see Quick that it was the least one that I wanted, but I'll take Quick. Any good spell chains? Potentially this Proclamation, to be honest. Like, that's not bad. Magic power and piercing. This has to be good here. Let's do that. That I can play on my main floor. Let's get rid of some stewies. I'm not gonna make that infusion unless I see Endless on Transcendimp. Well, I'm making it, I guess. Let's get that. Now... So, this steel would be awkward to hit up. I'm just thinking... I got that much in steel. I'm just thinking if I want to add, like, rage or damage to the, any of the Railbeaters. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So let's get rid of the last steward. Hold that gold, not that we have a choice. And since we have it on Endless, let's put that in here. If we can, if I can show you this, you're gonna see some stuff. Like, you're gonna see some stuff. I don't think we even need Proclamation now that I have that on Endless. Like, there's gonna become a certain point where Transcendimp is solving all of the waves. In this, I think I keep up with draw then. I mean, I just want to, like, I have the lost luggage. Between that and my draws, I'll be finding, like, all my priority cards pretty quickly. Would have... so next turn I may get... I'm not going to have the Ember, I guess, to be able to deal with what's-his-name. Oh well, though. We do want to keep this on holdover. So let's etch you and just keep up with that game plan. Okay, I want that to happen. I should take at least one of these out and get an imp so that I have that proc. Even if I'm missing out on a little bit of armor here, I think that's fine. I still get the etch, which is the important part. So now you can see this guy in action. Let's see how we want to make this turn play out first, though. So I could do 1, 1, then I have 1 Ember left over. What am I playing otherwise? Probably this then. Let's do this. That in front. See all that damage already? That's only going to get more insane. And then I think we just do these. And I mean, I might as well do this. And that. Save ourselves some health here. Like, I don't even need Inferno. I just need to keep playing this, honestly. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll just do that thing. And then that, and that. They're all dead. 1, 2. I could see Ember being actually an upgrade that I need. Yeah, let's do... So 1, 2, 3 is really all that makes sense. Let's just do this then. It's good that we have the wide armor against this boss, obviously. Alright, 1... See, I'm doing 200 damage to him. That's not bad. In a long fight, that only becomes more insane. I actually don't want to hurt the backliner, I think. And let's do it. Let's hit you for some more damage. He's almost dead. And we could even just... probably gains us more than it loses us. And no need to really do much more. There's no way he's going to beat us with that much of his health mitigated and that much of my armor and etchings. This is just a really balanced deck. I like it. I don't think I need any more of this stuff. I think the deck is actually solid as is. I could take a Chomper, I guess. Although actually Tiresome Climb is a little bit more enticing to me. I could also important work the Transcendimp. I am gaining a lot of armor per turn, but an intrinsic on Tiresome Climb I've got 2 shots of a 1 out of 3 each time into intrinsic. It's not a super high chance that I get it, but I think it would be good anyway. Or I could just do this important work. I could honestly see reasons for all of them. Probably actually the Pyre Chomper, because then I get once I play it, the Transcendimp gets that Ember each time. Let's just do that. As much as I want like an extra melee weakness, I don't think that's actually what I need right now. Let's go this route. Yeah, that helps. Do this. Golden Vault could be okay. You don't want wing clippings with Repeater, trust me on that. And Volatile Gauge wouldn't be good. I'd be down for a Golden Vault. That gets me out of some binds. Might as well. It's not that good, but gives me something. Okay, give me one quick second here. Alright, holdover. Any good holdover targets? Not necessarily. One sec, I'll be right back. What's that? Yeah, I don't really see any holdovers that I want. So I can just hold that gold for Golden Vault. Is there anything I'd want to even reroll for? Like there's double stack. I wouldn't really want that. There's Permafrost. I might want that on Hidden Passage, or I don't know, maybe Inferno. And then what's the other one? Removal of Consume. I wouldn't really want removal of Consume. I could bring this one down at 1. It's pretty non-awkward. Or I could get the Inferno down as well. Maybe we can do both. I can just reroll right now for that. Get that down. Should have put the +10 on the Hornbreak, probably. That was a mistake, but whatever. Hornbreak is a target for removal right now, just because I didn't really pour much into it. Okay, this isn't so bad. I can do my etch here. Could just kill that guy. Might as well. Alright, we can get you in. Get you in. Don't want to do that. Pretty sure I don't play that. Damn. Priority cards. 2 priority cards at the very bottom. Oh well. This is definitely happening here. Can do that. And I guess just this. Alright. Let's do you first, then you. We'll be able to kill this guy. No incant, so we bring you up. Get the edge to both of them and the armor to both of them. We're set now. I can't imagine we're going to be in trouble. There's the incant, but I'm killing everything here, so that doesn't quite matter. I believe, yeah, that's not going to kill him, so we'll just do it this floor. And then you can die. I don't really want to give it armor. But I do want to spread the echoes around a little bit, so let's do it here. Oh shit. Why did that kill him? Trader's Quill. I do not remember picking that up. Well, that's unfortunate. Is there any way I can kill this guy? It doesn't look like it. Well, I'll just have to die next turn. That was a bit of a mistake. Do that, I guess. Yeah, he'll just die, so can do that. Either way, he's... I can take him out with the Inferno if I really want to. It's an option. But I'd have to... I'm fine increasing the cost on this, I guess. The edge should get me there, right? Yeah. So I can increase the cost of a Bone Dog, that doesn't matter. I'll just do that. So that I can play it on each Archus floor. So we'll do it there. That does a pretty good chunk of damage. Let's do this, this. I could have just brought that guy up. That was dumb. Oh well. At least here I can do it, but that wasn't so hot. Archus is definitely dead, though. There's no way he's making it out of this one. Nice. Etchings is obviously not needed. Dark Deal might not be horrible. It technically gives me more than the etch I'm getting worth of damage. It also allows me to sacrifice my imp on turns that he's not dead. I think I will take it. Now is the $1 million question. I don't actually like relying on my hidden passage to overstack my floors. Well, I'm gonna take a quick, 30-second break and I'll think about it. Alright. Well, I did not come to a decision, but I know I don't need Ember because I get Ember at a certain point. With draw, I am draw -1 from the point I have Transcendimp on, but again, I'm not really... The game plan here is basically play Shelter, play Transcendimp. There's not much else. I gotta think it's Pip. Let's do Pip. Now what to Hellvent? At this point, Shelter, because I have the final rank of Repeater, which is going to be awesome. Now, what to remove otherwise? These Fortifies pretty much are a little bit bogus. Let's get rid of them. And what do we got here? There's the -2. I gotta imagine that'll be good there. 10 in piercing. If I wanted it there. I don't know if that's needed. Anything to sacrifice? Doesn't look like it. I could Hellvent Transcendimp. I could Hellvent Railbeater. I gotta imagine it's Shelter. Otherwise I'm not making use of my Repeater. It's actually kind of wild that I didn't really find too many other good consume targets, but this is fine. Repeater 3. Gotta imagine having Seal is fine here. Even if I take a little bit of damage, I've got Golden Vault. Now we're not even sad to not get this hidden passage, and to be quite honest, I might just remove it from the deck since I don't need it. Well, I'll need it if I can't set up top. Like, if I fight, I just find, I don't think I'm going to have problems setting up top. Here's my thing, I got 25 health there, got the initial 40 health on these Railbeaters. I could add more if I need. And then I've got Lost Luggage, and then 6 cards drawn per turn after that. I've got 2 of these shelters to find. The moment I find these shelters onward, I don't really have to care about the sweeper. But let's keep track. So I'd be doing 16 damage. So 16, I'd die next turn with Echowright if I don't find those cards. It's not out of the question. So I may still be looking at a mid-floor setup. Most likely I am, actually, now that I think about it. Unless I can find like a hidden passage here. Or sorry, a tiresome climb and like intrinsic it. Kinda regret not taking that tiresome climb. Either way, we can just move this guy up. There's no problem doing that. And I could do this, I guess. Yeah, let's just do that. Oh, I fucking didn't. Ugh. Oh, that was a fuck up. Let's do this. Well, let's do this. And then let's do this. But see, here we'd be fine. We would have got both these. So let's say -16, you're down to 9 health. But then you'd be up to enough. Definitely enough. Bye-bye, Collector. Okay. You first, and then you. And I don't really need to spend these echoes here or here. I mean, I might as well do it here, but I could do this. Yep. One, two, three. There's just not much else to do on these turns. And, I mean, I might as well, right? first, you second. And take backliner out, I guess. Can do this. Should have done that second, but whatever. And then got 300 armor on each unit. I think I'll be fine, even though this guy does 72 damage. We'll only have 1,000 health. I like this deck a lot. Once you get that double repeater, I like my scaling's pretty good too. It's not insane, but you can see how that etch one is just a pretty solid one. These guys are doing 100 damage. They'll be doing more by the end of like the Divinity fights and stuff. But remember, they're doing double damage every other hit. Actually, every hit past the first hit of the frontliner. I gotta imagine these are skips. I don't think I need Marcher's Fields. It might be okay, like... I don't think I need it. Honestly, Branding Right would work better, but even this one, I'm like, whatever. I'd rather just draw, like, my other cards. My priority cards, shall we say. I may just want to hold gold here. Nice, another multi-strike. Well, that's happening. And what else? Endless? I don't think so. I think I just put some health here. And what else about the gold? Let's see. A little late for that. Rage? Nah, Rage isn't really a part of the game plan. Well, Bog Slime, I have to imagine, could be pretty good. We'll take it. And the rest of the gold I'm just going to hold, unless I really need to remove something, but I don't think I do. I could just do this, really, to do that. But even then, I'm like, I'd rather keep the shards at what they're at. Well, what do I Hellvent? If I Hellvent that, it's 15. If I Hellvent that, 15 and 10 are pretty much equal in terms of what the shards do right now, because it always rounds up. So do I want to get to Transcendimp quicker or Shelter quicker? I gotta imagine getting to Shelter quicker is the answer here. Once I get to Shelter, it should be GG. Alright. Let's do this. Diligent. Also, you know, these, like I said, at high shards you want a lot of health. We obviously have a lot of health. But yeah, he's got 10 stacks of stealth even at 175, so... It's no joke, that's for certain. Here, let's do this, that, can do that. Oh shit, that consumed. Well, that sucked, but whatever. We'll just, once we get that one back, we just won't play it. I fucked that up though. I definitely should have started with the armor. Alright, we look out here. Can put this one in front, I think. Put you there. This gives... I'm trying to think what's better here. Do I do this? Do I do that? Because this takes 25 of my gold. But, like, this floor is going to be potentially a bitch. Let's just do this. I don't know if I have enough strikes for that. Diligent kind of RNG'd us on that one. So there's the other one. We obviously don't want that in the mix, but we can still play it though. Maybe just there, sure. Alright, they're all... I should have just done it on Diligent then, but whatever. We'll never break through that spell shield anyhow. I'll have Inferno for that bottom floor. Make sure that's consumed. I should have played those imps first. It's a mistake, but whatever. Pretty sure we're fine here. Alright, I have 3 of these. Kinda forgot about that. Nice. Clearing out the whole floors now. Should have done these first. Oops. I guess actually clearing out the whole floor wasn't so good. Now we don't get that extra energy. Whoops. It's all good. You know, he still had 1 stack of stealth, so it wasn't too bad at the shard count we have here, but we would have clearly had enough armor to deal with any of that. Alright, Divinity. We'll know based on our opener if we have a good shot at going top or not. Sure hope we can. Looks like we definitely can. That's nice. So let's do this first off the bat. Okay, so we're gonna avoid the Ember Drain by doing this. We're also gonna get our stuff up by doing this. So that, and then we do these. This is pretty nice. Not gonna lie. This is pretty nice. So let's do that. Let's see. I actually should have not even done that. I'll have 1 more of these to come back in. Should I do this? It doesn't really do anything. Let's just keep doing this. Yeah, might as well do that. Transcendimp in the bottom 4, but I'm not going to complain about that, really. It's not that big of a deal. This floor here might be a big deal, though. Let's hope we get, at least we got that. Let's do this. Let me think. If I do this here, does that help me or hurt me? It's 15 to the whole row, but I'm doing a lot of damage. I think this is fine. I can even do this. And this should all be fine, I have to imagine. I don't want to play that. We can take that guy down by a little bit. I don't need to maximize my armor, I should just take this guy out. Now I think with all the melee weakness I should be able to take this boss out, right? We'll find out. I think I will, once I get my edges on. Oops, kinda fucked that up. Well, let's do this. 1, 2... Yeah, we got him. Nice. And I can take... Which floor is more horrible here? Probably this one, right? Should try to get some extra damage here, I think. And then... let's do... Kinda did a bad ordering there, but whatever. Don't really need to move these up. This is a pretty clean run, wasn't it? Almost killed the boss just with those alone. That's not bad, is it? Try to get some extra damage on Divinity there. And... doesn't really do anything. I suppose I could play this turn. At this point, I just want to get extra damage on you-know-who. Could do that. Oh, I know what that does. Maybe that. So no flying kill. A little bit disappointed that I couldn't do that, but it's not like super surprising to me that I didn't get a flying kill there. Shout out to Never Nathaniel for that Transcendimp idea too. It's pretty nice. Alright. MVP goes to probably the armor card, honestly. Like... that armor card was... how about the combo of Repeater and armor card? I think I like that. It's a two-way MVP. But yeah, as you can see, Repeater, quite nice. There's just a plethora of cards you can get your intended infinite on. Just find your target early on, lean right into it, and you'll have a nice run. Armor applied record. That's not too surprising. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.